Shabbat Shalom, my friends. I was studying this week, looking at the Hebrew language. And as I've mentioned before, the Hebrew language is a character-based language, with each character having its own individual meaning. I was just sitting there and I was looking at the characters, and this specific message is about the character Tav. It is the last or final character in the Hebrew alphabet. It is phonetically equivalent to T. Its meaning that I've known since I started studying was sign or mark, related to signing something, like your signature on something, or your mark, placing your mark on something. And I'm not so much focusing on the new modern, because it just kind of looks like an upside down U or a lowercase n is what the character looks like today. But the Paleo, when they were just forming the language, when it was just starting, the character for Tav actually looked like a lowercase t, which is significant. I was looking at it and deeper into it. It's not just to sign or to put your mark on something. It is specifically related to covenant. So signing a covenant or placing your mark on a covenant, sealing that covenant. And I just think that's crazy, because we're talking thousands of years before Christ was born. You've got this character that they've put into place, and it represents covenant, signing a covenant, completing, fulfilling this covenant. And then you have Christ coming here and dying on this device, this horrible death of crucifixion. But the instrument that he's dying on actually represents that original Paleo-Hebrew character, Tav, which, like I said, is to sign or finalize a covenant. And that's exactly what he was doing. He was finalizing the new covenant, the final covenant, the last covenant, just like Tav is the last letter in that alphabet. And I was just blown away. And I've been sitting there and I've heard people argue before that Christians shouldn't wear crosses. The cross was where Christ died. It wasn't the completion. It should be something more along the lines of the resurrected Christ. And I mean, what are you going to do? Wear a necklace with an empty tomb on it? I don't know, but the cross makes so much more sense now, because you're sitting there and with that knowledge that the cross actually symbolized the finalizing of the final last covenant that God made with his people. I just found it interesting. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.